There are a few different document data types. One of them is structured data. Structured data is data that's easy to search and organize because it's usually contained in rows and columns, and its elements can be mapped into fixed predefined fields such as a table that has structured data or even an Excel spreadsheet. Unstructured data is data that cannot be contained in row-column databases and doesn't have an associated data model. Most of the data in the world is actually unstructured. For example, like the contents of an email. I mean, that's all, your email is all data, but it's not really structured in a way that you could easily put it in a database. There's also semi-structured, which is a mix between structured and unstructured. And the type of data defined as a semi-structured data has some defining or consistent characteristics, but it doesn't conform to a structure as rigid as it's expected with a relational database. A document such as Json or XML is used to store semi-structured data. Json stands for JavaScript Object Notation, and it's a human-readable collection of data that we can access in a really logical manner. Json represents data in several ways. It represents strings as characters enclosed in double quotes. It also represents numbers or digits, booleans as true or false. For null, it uses the string null, lowercase. And it also can represent objects, which are a collection of name values or key value pairs. An object is defined with the left and right braces, and the name value pair begins with the name followed by a colon, followed by the value. And name value pairs are comma separated. It can also represent arrays, which are ordered collection of values. And an array is defined with left and right brackets, and items in the array are comma separated. There's also XML, which is a markup language created by the World Wide Web Consortium, or W3C. And it defines a syntax for encoding documents that both humans and machines could read. XML stands for Extensible Markup Language, and it surrounds data, referred to as elements in XML, with tags that are similar to HTML tags, that are enclosed in those angled brackets. But the XML tag names are custom named. The first line of an XML document is called a declaration, which indicates the XML version and character encoding. And XML is popular because it's pretty easy to read, flexible, and hierarchical. Most relational databases support both JSON and XML types, but may vary based on their format and capabilities. MySQL supports JSON and provides lots of functions for manipulating JSON values, such as JSON_array to format strings or numeric data as a JSON array. And there's also JSON_extract function, which returns the data from a JSON document. And in the little table on the screen, on the left we have a JSON example, and on the right we have an XML example. So you can compare them and see the differences side by side.